Hey, so I saw a dating coach, and I'm going to talk about some of the things that I learned from it. Um, a lot of the things we went over, I kind of already knew, um, at least deep down, but it was very helpful to kind of hear somebody else kind of verbalize them and confirm them, um, like from an outside perspective. Um, yeah, I think I'm finally accepting and understanding why I've been single for all my life. Um, I think a big part of it is that I am really afraid of risk and breaking up and heartbreak. Um, and like internally, I always knew like, oh, love is a risk. Um, but the way I approached that reality was I would put up safety measures, so to speak, to help me avoid that potential heartbreak and breaking up as much as possible. Um, Something I would always tell myself is, like, oh, I want to marry my best friend, which is like, I think a reasonable thing to believe and strive for. Um, my issue was that I would use it as like a defense mechanism. So, like, if I meet a guy who was attractive and I would try to, stimulate our the entire rest of our lives together. And if I couldn't see that, then I wouldn't want to move forward. Um, and if I met a guy who I thought was, really attractive, I would forego the traditional dating process, um, and instead maybe try to build a strong friendship with this person, which takes a lot of time. Um, and during that time, I'm still like avoiding that potential for heartbreak. Um, so, what I talked about with my dating coach was I want to get better at um, maybe like giving more into the traditional dating process of getting to know somebody who you think is attractive, who they think you're attractive while you're dating, and not necessarily just try to be friends with everybody until someone becomes your best friend and then you decide to start dating. Um, this year I really want to, try to get to know somebody while dating intentionally. Um, without uh like giving into the fear of it not working out or breaking up, and really letting myself um not be afraid of connection, really. I think a big factor in why I'm like this is because I am like a child of divorce. Like I watched my mom go through like two, three divorces growing up, and I've also observed other people around my life go through heartbreak, and I observed people all over just get into relationships maybe too quickly, or maybe how I judge is too quickly, or how I judge um, jumping into relationships without too much consideration. And like I watch those relationships start and end, and um, so those experiences caused me to sort of build up these walls where, I love love and I love intimacy and I love connection, but at the same time, um, if I don't feel like this could be a secure growth path, then I sort of check out and um, I don't stick my head out as much, and I sort of just kind of retreat back into my, what I've been used to, which is just being single. Um, so yeah, definitely want to get better, and just you know, giving into the process of knowing somebody and accepting that maybe we'll work out, and maybe we won't, and that's okay. Um, Another thing that stood out during my dating coach section session was he talked about how there might be a period of ambiguity and um, between like meeting somebody, going on dates, and becoming official partners. Always the path that I always envisioned was meeting somebody, becoming friends, becoming best friends, and you date for a little bit and then you quickly become partners. And that's not always like practical or the reality of many relationships. So yeah, I would definitely want to, embrace that phase where maybe you're like exclusive but not partners, and you're kind of just figuring each other out on a more deeper level. And yeah, that feels very insecure for me. It feels scary and ambiguous, but that's just sometimes a great love and connection and relationship can come out on the other side of that ambiguity. And yeah, one of my intentions this year was to take more risks. Um, Not necessarily just in my dating life, but also my career as well. I'll probably talk more about that later this year as well. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Still kind of just getting used to verbalizing my thoughts um, out loud. And yeah, if anything resonated with you, feel free to comment, like, subscribe. Let's have a discussion on how we, continue to grow each of our lives. All right, that's all I had to say. Thank you. Talk to you later. Love you guys. Stay soft. Bye.